call this meeting to order. This is the Bixby Board of Education regular meeting at Bixby Public Schools Administrative Center, Thursday, May 9th, 6 p.m. And this will be live streamed, bixbyps.info at YouTube. So we're gonna call the meeting to order. Julie? Here. Amanda? Here. Matt?
Here.
And Chair is here, and Justin is not with us tonight.
Correct.
All right, so, we're gonna, start with the pledge. Do we have anybody here?
We do. We've got two of our fantastic students from Bixby Middle School, Eliason Towery and Sullivan Hughes, who will help us tonight. Gentlemen? You get the bosses right.
Maybe that turn.
Oh,
Good.
should I just tilt it? Should just.
May you all please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Flags right behind you.
Almost. Thank you.
Attention, salute, pledge. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please join me in the Oklahoma flag salute. Attention, salute, pledge.
I salute the flag of the state of Oklahoma. Its symbols of peace unite all people.
Thank you, gentlemen. If you'll come up here real quickly. I know this seems young. We normally have younger students, but since you were going to be here, we wanted to do this. But we have our customary Chick-fil-A towels with gift certificates. If you don't want your Chick-fil-A gift certificates, I'm sure you can get some help over here. So tell me a little bit about yourself. What grades are you in?
I'm in 8th grade.
Great. How long have you been in Bixby?
I've been here since 6th grade when we moved here from Nebraska.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. You enjoy it so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Awesome.
My name's Sullivan Hughes. I've been here since pre-K and
Okay.
Bixby's great.
Yes, well said. And I know we're going to introduce you here in just a few minutes and talk about the wonderful robotics program. So thank you for leading us in the pledge today, and see you in a few minutes.
Thank you. All right, we're gonna move to number 2, special recognition. We've got the Spartan Spirit Award.
Yes, we have somebody who won a very prestigious award, and Helen Hurst is here to introduce this person and tell us what this award was.
Yes.
Ms. Hurst.
First of all, I want to share this lovely picture that our. This is one of the reasons why I nominated her for School Nutrition Manager of the Year. She has a lot of spirit. She loves what she does. And you can tell by the love that she puts in her job. The SNA of Oklahoma is excited to announce, which we announced it. I was so excited when I got the email. I just jumped in my car and drove straight to West. To announce the winner of the prestigious Manager of the Award presented by the School Nutrition Association of Oklahoma and the National School Association. It is our honor to announce that Davina Rogers, she's right over here, she came with her 2 boys, has been chosen as Manager of the Year for the school year 2023-2024. Davina has consistently exhibited outstanding performance, professionalism, and commitment to excellence in her role within Bixby Public Schools. Her hard work and dedication have made a significant impact on success of our school district and the lives of students that she serves each day. And you can tell by her picture right here. Her creativity, dedication to excellence should be celebrated, and it is tonight, as an example to us all of how to manage a successful kitchen. Please join us in congratulating Davina and her remarkable achievements and contributions to the School Nutrition Association of Oklahoma and the National School Nutrition Association. Their dedication and passion to ensure that Oklahoma students and Bixby students are served delicious and nutritious food each day at school, served as shining example to all members of our association, and we are incredibly proud to have Davina in our state.
You're not gonna get a speech unless you want to.
Oh, no, we'll save that.
We also-
I was the one that was talking, not you, so.
We also have our Spartan Spirit Award, which we give to students, staff, parents sometimes who have gone above and beyond the call of duty and represent our district in ways with character, initiative, integrity, but uphold the Spartan spirit. Learn well and live with honor, and you certainly have done that. Congratulations on this great award and recognition. So Helen, if you'll come up, we'll get a picture. Oh, yeah, come on up. I forgot.
Oh, it's so short.
Get on the other side.
Yeah, sure. All right, so now we're moving to the next one, BMS Showcase.
Well, it's our honor tonight to welcome, as you can see, a few of our middle schoolers here. So Mr. Vernon's over here is our proud parent. Here to cheer on. But I think we're starting with Miss Fuller, I believe, was going to share some, she brought us some plans. So there are so many wonderful things happening at the middle school, and this is just all stuff here.
It wouldn't be family consumer science without a fresh garden here. So we brought you some tomato plants from our garden that I'll put right here because they're quite tall.
Okay.
Thank you, board. Where should
Right there.
I? Teacher. So thank you, Spartans, for being here, and thank you, board, for having us. And we just really want to take time to celebrate the kids because that's what it's all about. And I need to say a huge thank you for giving us the opportunity to expand career tech education into the middle school. It was a huge elective choice last year. Going into our first year, we had over 200 students that chose career tech, that chose FCS, and this year, going into next year, we have over 400 students. So, and that's indicative of these kids. They have worked their just tails off this year. We have all food handler trained with the Tulsa Health Department. They are all certified on sewing machines. They are gardeners now. We've partnered with OSU in Okmulgee. We've partnered with Robinson Ranch here in Bixby. We have, so many amazing things that we've done. We've talked about finances. We've discussed college and careers. We really are just life skills 101 in our class, and we've had so many great moments together. And so I want to celebrate these girls. What they are representing is our club side of FCS, which is FCCLA. All of us my age know that as FHA, and then they rebranded, it's okay. And the girls competed this year for the very first time, very first middle school competition that we've ever had. And I've got 2 silver medalists and 1 gold medalist here that I'd like to introduce to you all. So I'm gonna start with Kim. Kim Tennell competed this year in public policy advocacy. So her role was choosing a topic that was dear to her that could be actually affecting change in the school system by route of starting a new club or changing a new rule or adding something to the experience. So Kim researched how she could start a peer-to-peer club specifically for EL secondary students who maybe are migrant, immigrant, or just English is not their first language and they're finding it difficult to make connections. She wants to help provide tutoring services and translation services, and she won 2nd place at state level competition this year for her program. Miss Olivia Vogel competed for hospitality, tourism, and recreation. She chose her hospitality side to reinvent a local business. So she chose a local restaurant that was kind of flailing and not doing well, and she created a new marketing plan and a new recipe plan, and she also won second place at the state level competition. And then my last young lady here is Lily Turgeon, and she competed at the first ever competition in Oklahoma for teaching strategies. So she actually wrote a lesson plan, she researched and created a whole unit. She was able to go and teach a lesson in West Elementary at a kindergarten class.
Is she working next year?
Yeah, right.
I'll write the work permit. And she actually is our current state champion at the middle school level for teaching strategies in Oklahoma. Thank you for letting us have this opportunity. We really, really, really appreciate it. And thank you, parents. Yay.
Ms. Fuller, we're thrilled you're here today and showcasing some of your students. I know you've got a lot of incredible students, and it's no surprise at all to me that you have 400 kids wanting to be part of this. Your energy and enthusiasm is infectious, and we appreciate all the hard work you've done getting this program off the ground. Congratulations to you. Can we get a picture?
Oh, and we have a couple of wearables.
Oh, yes.
Our amazing Amanda Stevens is modeling a skirt that the girls have put together. And our assistant superintendent, Ms. Jamie Mulligan, is modeling a skirt that the girls have put together.
If I have some suit jackets that need a button or something. Okay.
These are your gowns right here.
I can do it.
Oh my gosh.
Can I do the sewing?
Yes, please do so.
Get in here, Miss Fuller.
Absolutely.
Come on,
Yeah,
you're
come on
fine,
up.
you're
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Please do, go ahead.
Did you take shots? Yeah. Congratulations.
Next up is Mr. Hopkins, to introduce our first year esports that, again, we know how to win, right? Come on.
Hi, I'm Zachary Hopkins. I'm the head coach of Bixby Middle School Esports. I'd first like to thank the board and our admin for all the support and guidance that we've had over the last 3 years. Without that help and support, we could not be the program we are, so thank you very much. I'd also like to thank you for allowing us to speak today. I never thought I would be talking about video games or esports at a board meeting, so that's new. A little bit about our program. We started 3 years ago. We started as an after-school just gaming club where we did board games and video games. It's kind of surprising how many didn't know how to play board games. After that, we and Sarah England here, we decided, you know what, we're gonna enter our kids into an esports tournament because we saw that these kids could really thrive and do this the best they could. At our very first tournament, we found ourselves in a double championship situation. So after that, we knew that we had to do more. So this year, we've been very blessed. We have 2 esports classes here at the middle school. We also compete in 3 different games, Rocket League, Overwatch, and Smash Brothers. Rocket League is car soccer. You drive cars and try to score goals with a big giant soccer ball. Overwatch is a 5 versus 5 battle royale match. And Smash Brothers is where Nintendo characters duke it out, where you get to see Mario go against DK. We've had a great year, and as you can see up here, we definitely have more to do, more to offer. At this time, I'd like to honor our champions and our runner-ups from our season. When I was making the list, I was surprised of all the things we had accomplished. For our Rocket League, they took second place at our fall state. They competed in an online arena with over 20 different teams across the state of Oklahoma. The only time they lost was in the finals, and they played their heart out. So, part of that team right now, I have Michael Phillips and I have Bryce Robertson. All right. also competed in Overwatch, and our team went undefeated. They did not lose a single match, took first place. My representative today is Juan Hernandez. Then Smash Brothers, we had a great year both fall and the spring. The fall we have to do three versus three crew battles. Two of my players couldn't be here for that. I have Natalie Parker and Peter Connor, and I have Jackson Serpert, who went undefeated. No one could touch them. And then as you see, Jackson is holding another trophy. Just a couple weeks back, Jackson went to Spring State, all the way in Oklahoma City. He went undefeated. No one could even get close to it. He is so well known in our Bixby League that, is your Donkey Kong player coming? Because we hope he's sick today. So Jackson has really made a name for himself in the world of esports. They start seeing the Bixby Spartans over there. I also have another representative, Abby. She is definitely an up and comer at our middle school program, and I expect great things from her. Lastly, I'd really like to thank me and Coach England. Get a lot of credit because we have great kids. They make us really look really good in tournaments. They definitely make us proud to be Bixby Spartans and definitely hold that stick for the team. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Zach and Sarah. People in the crowd don't know that we pay our sponsors incredible amounts of money to do this. We really
Wait,
don't.
you pay
I know. It doesn't seem like it. But they really do this because they have a love for kids and they want to see kids be successful, and they're willing to invest their time, energy, and passion in helping kids find their passion. And these kids have found that and are obviously doing extraordinarily well. And Zach, if Pong ever comes back, I should be on your draft. Or Space Invaders. When it comes back. But congratulations to all of you, and we look forward to this program continuing to grow and bring back more trophies to Bixby. So let's get a picture. All right. Squeeze together a little more.
Yeah. Act like we like it. Long, get ready.
Okay, we'll keep peer pressuring him until he gives in. Congratulations, you guys. Fantastic.
All right, moving to 2.13, got Spartan Point of Excellence.
No, we have one more.
One more.
All
Oh,
these folks are
robotics,
here.
I'm so sorry. That's
Mr.
not-
Dansby. Man, it looks like you've got some hardware. So, yes, sir. So please introduce your folks to it. And a robot.
I love this.
Thank you guys so much for having me. Thank you, board. My name's Trayton Dansby. We've not had the pleasure to meet yet. I'm the robotics coach for the middle school. I'm really incredibly proud of the program that we've developed and all the things that these kids have done this last year. This is our second year in the program, and the explosive growth and excitement is so infectious and so exciting to be a part of. I think one of the really neat things about robotics, people ask why robotics? Why are we doing robotics? And the truth is, the critical thinking skills that these students take away is so much more advanced than I think anything else that they can get in this type of environment. They're taking away stress management, time management, project management, and just recently on an international stage. And so it's really exciting to get to see. We just got back from the World Championship, where we brought home an award, which is our very first time to ever bring home an award from World. So we're proud to announce a new world champ. There were 70 different countries that we were competing against, so it's pretty exciting. You know, getting to see these kids like talk to middle schoolers from Uganda. I mean, it was incredible, and they really held their own among the best of the best. And I think that comes from their desire to learn. It's neat seeing the insatiable curiosity that they're wanting to get to. We were having trouble with our autonomous code, and they were wanting to know what can we do better, and one of the solutions involved calculus, and they were like, let's take it on. I mean, they're 12, 13 years old and want to know what they can do better. And so I'm really extremely proud of them and all the work they've accomplished. I'll introduce some of the teams. We'll start off with our Omni Snells, which is going to be Omni Snells. That's Eden Poindexter, Owen Barnes, and Gavin Streck. They were our State Excellence Award winners, so very proud of them. And we had our team Bejo, which was Jack Smith, Ben Harper, Albert Thatch, and Eli Centauri. They were second place. And then finally Lynette Mullen, Gary Fedro, and Sullivan Hughes, which were the ones that took home the World Trophy. So very proud of them as well. And the last thing I'll speak on, and if we have that slide, I think it's kind of neat to see this when you talk about what kind of success they've had. This is a good way to picture it, because our site, these are the states and countries that we've qualified more teams at our middle school than these states and countries combined. So this just gives you a good picture of the success that these kids have and the impact that they're having, not only in Oklahoma, but just all around. So I'm extraordinarily proud of them, and also extraordinarily proud that that success is reverberating into our intermediates. So we've got a program going in our intermediates as well now. Bixby, the district, made up a third of all the teams at the state championship. So that was really cool to get to see. So very proud of them, and very thankful for the parents, incredible group of parents that have helped raise these kids and helped be the biggest supporters of robotics. I couldn't do it without them, and extremely supportive of Mr. Vernon and his crazy ideas to get us into this. But I'm very, very proud, and thank you guys for showcasing us today.
I've said it many times before, but you are a superstar in this, and I greatly appreciate your efforts in helping all of these students, again, find this passion and the tremendous amount of success that we've had under your leadership. So keep it up, and I know now that if I have a problem with my autonomous code, and which of us does not, I have a place to go to get some calculus review.
There you go.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. All right. Hey, you guys got all kinds of stuff. Here, I'll stay. Can you get us all, Jeff?
Yeah, I'm gonna set this on, like, a little bit. You're good. Are we good? Yeah. All right, you ready?
Uh-huh. I got Mr. Vernon back there. Hey.
Congratulations. All right, now we're moving on to Spartan Point of Excellence.
I was looking out there, is Mr. Freeman? Are you Mr. Freeman today?
I'm gonna be Mr. Freeman.
All right.
So our high school drama teacher's gone to Nebraska, had a big competition, he's taking a bunch of kids, and so in a very drama teacher fashion, he has given me a script. And I'm not off book, so I'm gonna be, all right, so he asked me to thank you guys for recognizing the students, and to let you know that he wishes he could be here to recognize them himself, but he was in Nebraska with the trip. So he wanted to recognize, first of all, the two OSSA state champions this year, Jaden Wright, who's not here with us, but Macy Dunham is here, and she's gonna come up and speak in a minute. And he also wanna kind of make sure that I recognize students that qualified, 6 students qualified for the NSDA National Championship, the largest and most prestigious contest in the country. And these students included Logan Stowe, Casey Moore, Quentin Lowry, who are currently representing us in Nebraska, and Caitlin Yohala, Savannah Roth, who's here tonight, and of course Macy Dunham. So to speak for the drama department, Macy Dunham's going to come and speak a few words. And it's probably only
I just had something real quick. The department to me is more than just an after-school activity, it's a family. The people I have met through theater are some of the most important people in my life. Not only have we gotten to know each other through class, but through hours and hours of rehearsals and tournaments and shows and workshops, I think it's pretty safe to say we have all seen the best and worst parts of each other. I love that the outcome of all of our hard work always turns out a beautiful piece, whether it's humorous or dramatic, and I love that everyone is someone in the Bixby Drama Department.
So Macy and Jaden were guests on a Writing with Rob episode that has broken all records for, no, you were a delight. And you were able to perform part of your presentation and just tremendously talented. And I congratulate you on your success. And I know that you're gonna have a lot more success moving forward. So thank you for coming tonight and making those nice remarks. Can we get a picture of you? And if I give you a coin for Jaden, will you make sure she gets it?
I will.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Mr. Parker. Sorry, we got some stuff. All right. Thanks for filling this. You're going off script?
I'm going off script, guys.
Okay.
No, I just want to say, Mr. Freeman, who couldn't be here tonight, he's just an amazing drama teacher. And if you've seen any of the productions they've done at the high school, that's their public performances you get to see. But what I've actually got to go to a couple of speech and debate tournaments and watch some of these kids in some of those tournaments and things that they're being recognized for. I was blown away because it's something you don't get to see. They're in the room with the judge and they're performing like they're on Saturday Night Live or something. They're amazing performers, so blew me away. You know, it's a new experience for me. And then also, you know, that a lot of that success is contributed to what Tony Ross is doing in the middle school. Right now, tonight at 7 o'clock, she's got Shakespeare in the Park right over here. So if you want to see that after the meeting, will be done right at 7, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you.
Let's go really fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, I don't know if Coach Percival is here, I didn't see him.
It is their golf banquet tonight.
The golf banquet tonight? Okay. So we were gonna recognize our boys golf. They earned academic state champions. That was our 9th academic state championship this year. And our girls track was also our 10th academic state champions this year. So by far the most academic state championships of any school in Oklahoma. The girls track team is on their way to Oklahoma City or Western Heights, or already there, or on their way down there. So again, both of them couldn't be here tonight, but we want to congratulate them, and I'll make sure they get their coins of excellence. So making us proud again. And then finally, we have our valedictorians and salutatorians. And so, is there anyone from the high school here tonight other than, you know, so it's just making sure. All right, so here's what I'd love for you to do, if you will indulge us, please. If you would each take a turn, you can kind of line up behind the microphone, tell us who you are, how long you've been a Bixby Spartan, and then what your plans are for after high school. All right, anybody want to start? Okay. You guys can just line up behind me. And then just come over here and we'll get a picture. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Barbara Oviedo Rojas. I've been at Bixby since the 7th grade. After I graduate, I'm going to go to the University of Tulsa to study mechanical engineering with a concentration in biomedical engineering.
Fantastic. Congratulations.
Hello, my name is Coleman Morgan. I've been at Bixby since I was in pre-K all the way through, and I'm going to the University of Oklahoma to study aerospace engineering.
My name is Jasper Chambers. I've been in Bixby my entire life. I have never gone to a different public school. Run school for that matter. I'm going to OSU for mechanical engineering after this, and that's my plan for that.
I'm Max Dill, and I've been at Bixby since I was in first grade, and I'm going to OU for aerospace engineering.
I'm Ella Egan. I've been at Bixby since I was in fourth grade, and I'm going to the College of William and Mary to major psychology. Sorry, I forgot for a second.
My name is Ryan Purdue. I've been in Bixby since third grade, and I plan to go to OSU to study mechatronics.
Again, board members, these students represent 10 of over 500 graduating seniors, so our valedictorians are top 1%, salutatorians top 2%. That's quite an accomplishment because we've got a lot of scholars here in Bixby, but for you to rise to the top, it takes a lot of work, takes a lot of fortitude. I know all of you are taking AP courses and have a really busy schedule, so congratulations. We're so excited for you. I'm glad to know we're getting some more aerospace engineers because you probably have a job at BOE.
Yeah, right.
If we can come up and have a picture, we'll give you a coin of excellence and congratulate you personally. Oh, sorry, I kept my foot in the picture.
You guys are welcome to come up here, don't be shy.
Of course, we'll honor you at graduation on the 22nd as well. So
We all be there.
see you
Can't wait.
soon.
I'll write your birthday. Okay.
We'll sing. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. Thank you. Ma'am, you're right on track.
All right, 2.2 Superintendent's Report by Rob Miller.
All right, I have a very short report today, really just some upcoming events.
Okay.
There are a lot of things. This is the last 2 weeks of school, so if you go to any of our campuses in the next few days, you'll see festivals and carnivals and all the stuff. Third grade, what do we call it? Crossovers. Yeah, there's just something going on every single day, but it's an exciting time for kids and for teachers. There are the state track meet, kind of talked about, but a couple of things that you might be interested in is Future Designers Showcase. That's next Tuesday. We'll be at the Hub, Bixby Chamber, right down the street from us. That is an event that KKT and Apple's are putting on for the students who were participated in that class that we had. So they are doing some actual presentations as part of that. So if you have some time between 4 and 6 on next Tuesday, you're welcome to come. And then our final choir Pops concert is that evening in the auditorium. The senior events you're probably already aware of, but the 17th will be our walkthrough. That's a Friday. We'll start at about 9 o'clock. Our seniors will visit all of the campuses this year, and we'll do that walkthrough. We tried to do something different last year, and the kids told us they'd like to go through all of them again. So we're gonna go back to the way we've done it before. Then the 19th is our baccalaureate. The senior car parade has been organized by our parents this year. And so that seems to be a tradition that's gaining a foothold, and people want to see us continue doing that, so we will do so. The 22nd is that senior breakfast. As always, you guys are invited to participate. Not sure if the time is 9 or 9:30. I'll verify that, make sure you have that. And then commencement on the 22nd, just a couple weeks from now. We do have a special board meeting, remember, on May 21st, if you're able to attend that at noon. And then our last day of school is on the 23rd, and just 3 weeks from, no, 2 weeks from today. What am I talking about? Teachers back there going, no, 2 weeks. That's it. And then we have our next regular board meeting. But it's a busy time, and again, if you kids in the district, so you know that a lot of stuff's going on. But that's really all I have, unless you have some questions or want me to cover anything else in more detail. I kind of kept it short today because I knew we had a lot of students coming out.
No questions? Okay, we're gonna move to, report, from Bridge Staff, we're not doing that one, so we are moving on to 2.3, report, facilities and operations report, Gabe Hayes. He loves this part.
He does, Mr. Hayes. Oh, look at that.
Oh, wow.
You wanna give him the clicker so he could, as he's
Yep.
talking,
Let me
click
see.
through?
I got the clicker.
Here we go. Yep.
No one mentioned exuding excitement and. Alright, so, construction projects are moving forward, at all pretty good speed. I think everything's pretty much on track right now, considering the amount of rain that we've had over this last month. Luckily, they were at that point where it didn't really affect or slow down the work progress in those buildings. So this is a little shot of the, admin building. I think I showed last time some of the interior framing that was going up, so that kind of work continues. Some of the masonry's going up on the outside of it right now, which for some reason I didn't get a picture of, but I'll just tell you, it's pretty, it looks pretty good.
And some of our staff took a walk through a week or so ago, and it's really starting to take shape inside. So again, I'll invite any of the board members, if you have some free time, we can walk through that, or any of our facilities if you just wanna see where we are. I am gonna schedule a walkthrough of our high school here once maybe school's out, because there's been a lot of progress. We've got drywall, we're actually painting, doing some other things on one of the wings, so it's come along very well. And I'm sure you have a picture.
A couple. Okay, this is the gym at East Intermediate. Steel is up. They're putting the strapping on that'll hold the insulation up while they put the roof on. The roof should be going on here in the next couple of weeks. So once they get that, then they'll start on some of the interior framing and the outer walls and framings on that. So it's moving along now pretty well. Another shot of it. Another shot of that. It's all red iron.
We did get to see the kids all signing the beam.
Oh, I did
When-
see that, yeah.
It was really cute when we were delivering the Stanleys. They were excited.
Homeless Spartans project starting to take shape of the entire building. You kind of see what it's going to look like. Again, a lot of work going on there. Interior framing, framing on the outside. There's the canopy that's going to be around going towards the tennis courts there. Let's see. A lot of the panels on the high school south wing are up now, so you can kind of really get a view of what that building looks like or is going to look like. It's pretty impressive. Inside, like Mr. Miller said, there's painting, sheetrock going on. The ceiling grid is starting to go up in several places. You can kind of see some of the finished walls there and some more of the ceiling grid. That is a sample of the polished concrete. Now there's a lot of dusty footprints on it, but you can get an idea of what it looks like, what it's going to look like, the shine that it has, and it's really impressive. It looks really nice. So as long as we can keep the footprints off of it, it'll be good.
Keep people off of it.
That's an Adrian problem, keeping the footprints on it.
Flooring, doing glue or anything.
Socks over you.
Yeah, the glue shouldn't seep out of that, it will be pretty good. And there's, of course, the greatest thing of all, the maintenance building. It has a roof over the whole thing now, the guttering, the trim pieces are up. There is some electrical work going on the inside. We're still waiting for the doors and windows, but Magnum is on site and they are ready to start the interior finish out as soon as they can get in there and do it. So you can see the two larger squares on the side. Theirs will be the front entrances for child nutrition on this side and maintenance on the other. And that's about it for the pictures today. There's a whole lot of the same going on in the high school again. A lot of grid, a lot of paint, a lot of sheetrock.
And there will be a lot happening as soon as school is out on the high school campus in particular. On the 23rd, we're going to be shutting off that entrance, the current parent drop-off, that is going to be converted into a bus, and we'll be working on that east side of the stadium that will now be the bus egress, clearing out the alley behind grass field and making that
Allow
all
for
the way
pass through there for
And then the parking lot at some point during the summer on the west side of Riverview, as they start to work through some of these projects and the number of subcontractors goes down, we'll start taking that parking lot and start getting in there and put pavement down. And so between now and August, there is going to be a lot completed.
And from our side, summer projects, we're also looking at doing some repaving of the main lot next to Whitey into the north side of that. So we'll be going out for bid on that here pretty soon. So it's gonna be logistically pretty complicated and a lot going on in a very, very small space. But
We're gonna try and get
we'll get through.
We're gonna try and get every pothole we see, Ms. Stevens.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Gabe.
Dave.
Thanks.
No, I don't need any more.
All right, 2.4, financial operations report by Mike Anthony. He said it wasn't gonna be awful, so, go. Do you say sure?
No, it's
Didn't
fine.
promise
Set
that.
the expectations high there.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll just point out a few real quick things. One, our ad valorem, April, ad valorem came in, this week. We're sitting right now at about 11% higher than our collections were a year ago. So we still don't know what that means yet, but that's good that it's that high and positive, so. A couple of things on the general fund report I wanted to point out. I've kind of made, since I knew that came in, I made an adjustment on our projected budget right there, so I raised it some. So that has brought that up, so we're still, collected 97% of that current budget, so we're in good shape in those collections. Now, prior years, Sherry and I have talked about this over and over, and I don't know what's going on there, so maybe something will come in June. If not, that was an anomaly there. So it's usually, you can put that number flat and it usually comes in that way. So that's my biggest concern for this year. Otherwise, everything else is tracking really good. Motor vehicle collections down here is tracking like it did last year. We budget that flat typically. So that's rolling along good. Wanted to point out our 795 money, the ESSER funds that we have left over. We just had the claim approved this week, so I budgeted in the number, added in the claim that we just had approved, added into what we budgeted, so we should have about roughly 1.19 million in ESSER funds that we'll collect this year. So we went above the budget there, so that will be all of that. So
That's the end of ESSER's.
yeah,
End of ESSER.
So right now we're tracking, because of our expenses, we're higher than we anticipated, about 8.27 on fund balance. If the ad valorem keeps coming in, that should go up a little higher. I'm just being conservative, and we're trying to control the non-salary general fund expenses at this point. We've pretty much kind of shut that down, other than what the sites have done on for their site budgets, what they have available. Building fund is in good shape. I'm a lot happier with that this year than I have been, so hopefully we can keep that where it is. Of course, a lot of that's due to shifting some of those construction costs into the bond money. So may give me some leeway to bring some of that back in and use building fund on some of that stuff. So child nutrition, fund balance. I wanted to point out one thing here. If you look down here at the bottom on the expenditures, those food costs were a lot higher than we anticipated. So as you can see from where we budgeted, we didn't hit those marks. So fortunately, the revenue has stayed intact, so we should end with a relatively flat fund balance for child nutrition from last year, so which is good, and we're going to be able to get collect all of the money owed to general fund. So those are the highlights for this month. Any questions regarding that?
Any questions? Nope. Thank you, Mr. Anthony.
Thanks, Bill.
Thanks, Mike.
All right, moving on to number 3, comments from the public.
Yes, I have two.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So our first is Karen Gaddis. And then, so I would like, have you read the instructions for public comments?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, and then just go ahead and proceed.
Yes, Ms. Gaddis, you have 3 minutes.
3 minutes, okay.
Good evening, Bixby Board.
Good evening.
I could not have chosen a better night to come and commend you about this school district. Now, why would I want to do that in the first place? Well, for one thing, I have 3 grandchildren who attend Bixby Public Schools, one in the 6th grade, one in the 9th grade, and one who will be graduating from the 12th grade on May 22nd. So I have a vested interest in this district. Other than that, I have no connection to the district. I grew up in Tulsa Public Schools. I attended public universities. I spent 40 years as a teacher in Tulsa Public Schools. So I have a background in public schools and what they're supposed to do and the direction they're supposed to take. And I have always been impressed with Bixby Public Schools ever since I started going to kindergarten programs with my grandchildren and teacher appreciation days at the schools. And I just went to the band program earlier this week for the 6th grader. So there are great things going on in Bixby Public Schools, as you showed tonight with your students. That's why this was such a fortuitous meeting for me to come to, is that you have so many great things going on with your robotics, with your horticulture, with your athletics, with your academic all-states, with everything. I'm truly impressed. So I think the job that you're doing, providing leadership for your administrators and your teachers, is funneling down to great leadership that they're providing to the students. And I want to commend you for the great job that Bixby Public Schools is doing. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Gaddis. And we appreciate your advocacy of public education very much. Thank you.
All right, we have another speaker, Ms. Julie Lacey.
And friends.
And friends, okay. And friends. Ms. Lacey and friends, have you read the instructions for public comments? Okay, do you feel comfortable with those?
Yes.
Okay.
What is this?
I got prior permission.
You got permission.
I had to read it like a million times.
Well, my name is Julie Lacey. I am the president of our Bixby Education Association, and tonight I have a group that is with me, and we would like to present you guys with some gifts, just to say thank you for what you guys do for our teachers, and supporting us and the things that we do. And we know your job's not as easy either. There's good times, there's bad times, but we get through it together. And so tonight we would just like to present these gifts to you guys and just say thank you for all you guys do for Bixby.
Thank you. Appreciate you too. Yes. I feel like we should be giving you guys.
Yeah, right?
Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was very nice. Thank you, BJ, for that. And board members, if you haven't noticed, you also have a new front. That is a gift that we gave all of our employees last week. We obviously, yeah. So I put your name on it. There's 1,000 just like that.
Thank you. Whoever, was the idea behind that was very smart.
It's all Mr. Miller.
Yeah.
He's a good Good gift giver.
Move to number 4?
Yep.
All right, so, we're gonna move to the general consent agenda. Discussion and possible board action to approve, the consent agenda, items 1 through 11. Nope, 1 through 19.
Yeah, we get the.
Oh.
Don't ever use your old one.
Yeah. 1 through 19.
Change it on you.
I know, I like my cheat sheets, okay. All right, 1 through 19. And I make a motion that we approve, 4.1 through 4.19.
Second.
Okay. Discussion?
There are not any unusual items here. These are mostly standard HR actions. 4.5 and 4.6 are simply annual renewals of our contracts with COSA and OSSBA. The other things, 4.8, 4.9, are things that we've done before. So these are all routine items that can be approved all at once.
All right, any questions? No. All right, so let's vote. We've got Matt.
Aye.
Amanda?
Aye.
Julie?
Aye.
Chair votes aye. All right. Moving on to number 5, finance. So, I make a motion that we approve, let's see, board action to approve the agreement with Vox Audio Visual for a video board system for the new BPS High School at a cost of $116,533 to be paid from bond funds.
Second.
All right, for discussion, yes, that is a big number. But what we're talking about is the large video projection screen in the lobby of the new high school academic building. And you may have seen some of those renderings. This is a board that measures about 17 feet by 10 feet that has the ability to divide into 4, so we can have video boards and static boards, much like a scoreboard would be. And it will be a pretty big wow factor as you walk into that high school. We are gonna have software that allow us to even show video from the events from last night. If there was an athletic event, to be able to show that so students as they're coming in can kind of catch up. But it'll be a very impressive piece of technology in that. So this will be funded with our bond funds that have been set aside for that high school.
And they're also the ones that are doing HOTS.
Right. They're doing technology for us there.
So if for some reason they had an event at the high school, they wanted to show videos that students had done, can you use it for that also?
We will combine all 4 screens into one.
Okay.
Can you do announcements on it and stuff like
Do
that?
all
too?
the stuff, all the announcements and. It's pretty state of the art, but we want that building to have everything we can have to make it stick out.
All right, any additional questions? No. All right, let's vote. Matt?
Aye.
Amanda?
Aye.
Julie?
Aye.
Chair votes aye. Moving on to 5.2, discussion on possible board action to approve E-rate contract with CRW Consulting E-rate Services, LLC for the 2024-2025 fiscal year. I make a motion that we approve 5.2.
Second.
It's our annual contract renewal with CRW for consulting for our E-rate. E-rate is probably one of the more challenging areas of federal reimbursement to navigate, and so these help Amy and her team navigate and get access to as much funding as we possibly can through the federal E-rate program. The rates are listed there, $120 per hour, and then
The base rate you see is $3,500, that's
Yeah.
just the set fee they charge us, and then they get a percentage of the category 2 funds that we get approved for.
but not to exceed 20,000. But it's our standard contract. That
Yeah, it's
those
no
rates have
change,
gone
the
up.
same one we
No
got.
changes from last year.
All right, any questions? No. All right, let's vote. Matt?
Aye.
Amanda?
Aye.
Julie?
Aye.
Chair votes aye.
Spring dance.
All right, moving on to 6, teaching and learning. So, discussion and possible board action to approve the quote from Imagine Learning for Edgenuity services at a cost of $50,825 to be paid from the general fund for the 2024-2025 fiscal year. I make a motion that we approve 6.1.
Second.
Okay, any discussion?
This again is an annual contract renewal for Ingenuity. It's our virtual platform that we use for our SCA and also for any of our virtual courses. And the rate is pretty much the same, it's
It's
based on our
exactly-
number, right?
It's exactly the same, so I looked
Okay.
up the quote from last year and, there's been no different, they haven't charged us as much this year, but I think it's because we haven't used as many seats, up to this point, but the quote is exactly the same.
Do we have, this is our only online platform, right? Cause they allow like AP classes, do we do it through Edgenuity or another program?
We do AP through Edgenuity.
Okay, perfect. Any questions? No. All right, let's vote. Matt?
Aye.
Amanda? Aye. Julie? Aye. Chair votes aye. All right, let's move to 6.2. Discussion and possible board action to approve a quote from Instructure for Canvas Learning Services at a cost of $40,425 to be paid from Activity Fund, a 1.1 Activity Fund account for the 2024-2025 fiscal year. I make a motion we approve 6.2. Second.
As the board knows, this is our student learning management system that is used at the secondary level. This is just a renewal again of that contract for Canvas. And I think the rate is based on the number of students, is that correct? So there may be some fluctuation, but it's similar to the rate that we paid before. Happy to answer any questions.
No questions? Okay, let's take a vote. Matt?
Aye.
Amanda? Aye. Julie? Aye. Chair votes aye. All right, moving to number 7, operations. 7.1, discussion of possible board action to grant an easement with Oklahoma Gas and Electric Company as specified. Do we need to, can we go through each of these, or do we need to make one motion, or should we go through each
Just
one?
do each one.
Each one, okay, so.
They're separate.
Oklahoma Gas and Electric Company, OGE, as specified. I make a motion that we approve 7.1. Second.
Okay, this is the easement request on 7.1. If you'll slide that down a little bit, Marcella, you can see the actual map a little farther. It is an area adjacent to the new high school academic building in that easement area, and it simply grants OG&E access in case there's repairs or anything else that need to be done in that area. They didn't have, I think we widened it just slightly, and so this gives them greater access, but not a big deal. Obviously, we want them to have access to any issues that may be there. The second one that we'll look at here in just a second is also an easement, but it's over by our new maintenance building. So again, it's just a small, in order to be able to service that line if we need to.
Questions on 7.1? All right, let's vote. Matt?
Aye.
Amanda? Aye. Julie? Aye. Chair votes aye. Moving on to 7.2, discussion of possible board action to grant an easement with Oklahoma Gas and Electric Company as specified. I make a motion we approve 7.2.
Second.
All right, questions, discussions? No? All right, let's take a vote on 7.2. Matt?
Aye.
Amanda? Aye. Julie?
Aye.
Chair votes aye. All right, discussion of possible board action to approve changes to policy 6110, sanctioning of parent and booster club. I make a motion that we approve 7.3.
Second.
Okay, discussion?
All right, board members, this is the same policy I sent to you a couple days ago for a read. What we're doing with this is it's basically a complete rewrite. The last time this policy had been addressed was in 2000, so 24 years ago, and just the way booster clubs are handled. So we actually reached out to a couple other districts, Broken Arrow in particular, who have had policies in place to sanction booster clubs and parent clubs, talking about band and some of the larger organizations who run as a 501c3. So they do their own fundraising, they run their money through their own accounts. There will still be a responsibility through this policy for them to do annual reports to the board for fiscal responsibility. So it's not, we're not just handing it over to them. The band, I know, is interested in doing this. They have a group of parents who want to set up a 501c3 and do some large-scale fundraising for big items. They'll still do concession sales. They'll still do a lot of their regular fundraisers that will not run through the 501c3, that will run through our normal activity accounts. But this gives some of those organizations a little bit broader access to fundraising opportunities. The procedures here simply talk through how to file an application, the expectations that the board will have to ensure that we are still being good fiscal stewards of the money, and that it's going to be managed in a professional and responsible way. So as you look through there, if there are any items that you would like to see added, we can still do that. We tried, again, this was patterned after the Broken Arrow, and they had spent some considerable time pulling together this policy because they've got several organizations that run this way. And I also looked at unions, a lot of the larger schools are starting to kind of open this up a little bit for that. Mike, did you have any other thoughts or
No,
comments?
I was just
on
gonna
this?
say that, I think the only one who hasn't really is Jinx, they've just been a little bit stingy with it, but the others kind of realized the need, I guess, for their groups to try to do that, so.
So approval of this policy simply allows you to review. So what, the band, I know Mr. Parker is interested in doing this, so I will, if the board approves this, I will give him this policy and say, this is what your application needs to include. They will bring that back at a later board meeting, and you'll have an opportunity to review that, make sure it's in compliance with the policy you've passed. And then we'll set them up, just like we do with the football boosters, that also operates as a 501c3, so that they'll come once a year and give you a financial statement and update.
So when we get audited every year, would the audit people look at this stuff too, or is that
No,
separate?
they don't look
Separate.
Now, it'd be required for them to.
They will have to do that.
To do that.
To do their own?
Yeah.
Okay.
And their own tax returns and
Okay.
all that.
So is it only the band that's interested, or do we know of others?
So far, they're the ones who have reached out to us, but our policy didn't really address it. And the application wasn't as detailed as what we've added here, because Mike and I both want to ensure that those safeguards are in place, and for you to be comfortable with who we sanction and say, you know, we're gonna allow you to do this. There may be some that come before you and you say, not really comfortable with who's gonna manage this and how it's gonna be managed, and so it simply sets in policy the way we'll review those applications.
And the volume that they might deal with and the volume we know football deals with, you know, you see that. I think set these two aside. They're a little bit different. Yeah, they're organizations.
They both have over $250,000 a year, just in general, their budgets. Not many of our other sports and activities are anywhere near that.
All right, any questions? Okay, let's take a vote. Matt?
Aye.
Amanda?
Aye.
Julie? Aye. Chair votes aye. All right, 7.4, discussion of possible action to approve OSSBA membership at a cost of $5,026 to be paid from the general fund for the 2024-2025 fiscal year. I make a motion we approve 7.4.
Second.
See the things that are included in this contract, the online superintendent evaluation. Sherry, we'll need to make sure that that's not part of this invoice. Is it the superintendent evaluation?
No, it is not.
Okay, because we removed that last. We've got our own that we'll talk about here in a bit. But for facility planning, our assemble meetings, the software that we're using for our board meetings, communication, policy, advice, all those sorts of things are rolled into this.
Is there another page?
Yeah,
there should be.
Okay, right there, just.
Employment services.
But the employment services are under a different one?
Well, that's what.
Yes.
What's the difference between 4.6 and this one?
One is for the unemployment.
The unemployment, they handle all of that,
They handle
the
that
claims
for
and
you,
stuff through
but
there.
They're separate.
Okay.
Good catch, though.
Okay.
All right, let's vote. Matt?
Aye.
Amanda? Aye. Julie? Aye. Chair votes aye. All right, moving to 7.5, discussion possible board approval of an MOU with Southwest Southland Dairy Farmers for the chocolate milk grant for the 2024-2025 fiscal year. All right, I make a motion, we approve 7.5.
Second?
I I've got some questions. Chocolate milk grant, do tell.
I know, I should have forced Coach Montgomery to come here and talk about this one.
Oh, really?
But yeah, this is a chocolate milk grant for the football program. Allows reimbursement of $2,500, and so we'll purchase the chocolate milk in advance, then file for reimbursement, and up to $2,500 will be paid for. It does give them some ability to market with, put our Spartan head on it, you know, the official chocolate milk of the Bixby Spartan football team.
We'll have the Chick-fil-A cow and the chocolate milk cow.
Battle it out at halftime.
Yeah.
Two cows.
So, that's all I know about
Can
this
I
one.
pound the gavel? We need to bring this back to normalcy, Mr. Dodson.
Probably, it's for athletes, right?
It's for athletes.
It's like muscle milk.
Yeah.
Probably more than like chocolate.
No, it's just chocolate milk.
Is it?
It's just chocolate milk?
Hey, there's nothing Lauren won't ask for.
Yeah. Then I don't know whether he reached
Kids
out to
need
them.
calories and they're probably got 500 calories in them.
Yeah.
Drink it.
So the dairy farmers wanna make sure we've got good chocolate milk.
That's one thing he does in the summer, he wants to make sure that they're fed here.
All right, well, that's cool.
We seem to be working.
All right, Matt?
Aye.
Amanda? Hi. Julie? Aye. Chair votes
So
aye.
instead of missing kids on the side of the chocolate milk now.
We've got, yeah.
Smart players.
7.6, discussion and possible board action regarding the renewal of a contract with statewide commercial cleaning company for cleaning services at a cost of $1,173,060, for the 2024-2025 fiscal year. I make a motion we approve 7.6. Second.
Alright, obviously, that's a big number. Gabe, do you have anything you can share about the process by which we just renew this?
Yeah, we actually advertised for bids this year. Oddly enough, we didn't receive, but this bid, which is, I assume served its purpose, which by going out to rebid kept them honest and made them be competitive, and they were very much competitive considering this was the same cost that we incurred last year. Nightly cost is exactly the same. I think this year was probably one of the best years that we've had since I've been on board in this department, as far as the custodial work, night crews, lack of complaints. So, I mean, we're always gonna have a few complaints, but I think this year was the fewest complaints
I
we've had.
see a
since
few
I started.
positive nods.
Some nodding heads back there.
So they've really stepped up. The reason we actually did this a little early and not waiting till June is in case we did switch from companies, give them time to gear up and get their staff accumulated before it was time for the contract to kick in. But statewide has invested all new equipment for us. They got 4 of their managers that actually stay on year round for us and help out where we need them to, if we have areas that we would like them to take care of, or concerns that we have for some deep cleaning and things like that. So they've gone above and beyond what our actual bid request was and the service that they provide for us.
So when the new high school comes on and like the basketball gym
Yeah,
at East?
we will negotiate that time or go out for a proposal for that building at that time, for the number of days that are left in the school year for them to add. And that will also consider the fact that we're going to be discontinuing use of the east wing of the high school. So we'll negotiate that out and come up with a proposal and an adjustment to the contract at that time.
Have they said that they think they'd be able to handle?
Yes, absolutely. And, yeah, they would like to have more of the district's business actually, so, yeah.
And as Gabe said, we'll be not closing, but we'll be moving classrooms out of some of the older parts of the high school that probably require a lot of custodial work anyway. And then the new building will have mostly concrete floors. There'll be areas of carpet and things like that. So there'll be some areas that'll have lower maintenance than some of the rooms currently in the high school. But they've done a great job for us. And if you recall, a few years ago, this was a major area of struggle and it's good to finally be on top of it. In addition to, our lawn care is in much better shape than where we were a couple of years ago. So thank you, Gabe, for staying on top of that.
Any questions? Nope. All right, let's vote. Matt?
Aye.
Amanda?
Aye.
Julie? Aye. Chair votes aye. Moving on to 7.7, a discussion and possible board action regarding the cleaning services agreement for the athletic facilities with We Clean For You Whipple Cleaning Services LLC at a cost of $213,000 per year for the 2024-2025 fiscal year.
Second.
Oh, yeah, thank you. All right, any discussion? Questions?
I know you've all met the Whipples, and they're very,
Did they add to their name? I thought it was just We Clean For You, but now it's We Clean For You.
I don't know, they must have done an LLC, because they.
I think that is an extended name.
Yeah.
Yep.
And their house
Okay.
is almost finished, so.
All right, let's take a vote. Matt?
Aye.
Amanda?
Aye.
Julie? Aye. Chair votes aye. All right, so moving to 7.8, discussion and possible board action to approve a client agreement.
I'm sorry, I was gonna tell Marcel something. Can you go to,
Which one?
just go ahead, finish your. I'm
All right, I'm gonna need to start over. Okay. 7.8, discussion and possible board action to approve a client agreement form with Rocket Alumni Solutions for touchscreen awards display software at a cost of $2,400 to be sorry. From general funds. I make a motion to approve this, so, second?
Second.
Alright, discussion?
Yes. Marcella, where it says product demo, could you click on that? That's an external link right there. So what this software is.
Wheel is blocked. Boo.
Sorry. How about copy and paste that URL? See if that will work. Yay! All right, this is just their home page, but what this does is it's gonna allow us on certain boards throughout both the high school and the new athletic touch screens, which will be interactive, and people can go and find yearbooks, all the yearbooks from the history of Bixby High School, all of our athletic. Here's a couple pictures of what that may look like. Let's go to the live displays, that one, and let's just take a look at, just pick any of them. And the neat thing about it is that not only is it accessible through the touch screens that we'll have placed in the high school and in the athletic building, it will be on your phone, computer, so it's a license that allows anyone to access it. So if you have a grandparent who graduated in the class of 1959, you'll be able to go in and find your yearbook. Or if they were all-state basketball in 1972, you'll be able to go and see all of that. It will take some time to build this out. Jess is ready to go. But
Yeah, I think it's super cool.
it will be really cool, and we can, any student recognitions like the valedictorians and salutatorians, we'll be able to have that, and historical. So it'll always be here in this this format. And for $2,400, it's quite a bargain. They will help get everything set up. They will provide the consultants and expertise to do it. So I'm pretty excited about it.
Will each screen have the same information that you access, like? so you
You'll have
can-
a home
okay,
page, so if
okay.
you wanna go athletics, you'll hit athletics,
Okay.
then it'll have all the sports listed. If we have the Hall of Fame, any of those kind of things, you'll just be able to drill down, just like a normal web page would be, but it will have pictures, videos. I mean, it's really an unlimited access. So we'll start with some basic information in there, and we'll just continue to add as we build this out. But it's $2,400 for 1 year, and just because there was a discount for 5 years, but we decided let's just do one, make sure that it is a great product, and then we'll come back next year and renew it.
questions? All right, let's vote. 7.8, Matt?
Aye.
Amanda?
Aye.
Julie?
Aye.
Chair votes aye. Okay. 7.9, discussion of possible board action regarding declaring items as surplus to be disposed of in accordance to Oklahoma statutes.
Are there any of those pages you'd like to look at?
Make a motion, we approve 7.9.
Second.
All right, it's your favorite part. Okay.
Any of those you wanna review or have us look at? How about technology? Let's take a look there. See if we got any overhead projectors or DVD players.
I know. What's a weeding log?
That's weeding books from the library.
Yeah, it's 72 pages, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, there is a VCR there.
There's a VCR.
Somebody had that in their closet.
My telephones, those are really.
Emerson 32-inch TV. I'm sure it weighs about 120 pounds. Stuff's available for bid if you'd like to.
I feel good. Any questions?
No.
All right, Matt?
Aye.
Okay, Amanda?
Aye.
Julie?
Aye.
Chair votes aye. All right, so we're gonna move on to human resources. Okay, 8.1, I make a a discussion of possible board action regarding the 2024-2025 holiday schedule for the 12-month employees. I make a motion, we approve 8.1.
Second.
All right, questions, discussion?
The only conversation we really had is kind of a copy and paste from year to year, but we always look at how holidays fall on the certain days of the week. So we made a decision on Christmas break to go 25th, 26th, 27th, so it's a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, rather than the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But people still have access to holiday or their vacation days or personal days, so they, I suspect a lot of people will take the 23rd, 24th as well. But this is just, these are the guaranteed days off that our 12-month employees get.
Okay. All right, Matt?
Aye.
Amanda?
Aye.
Julie?
Aye.
Chair votes aye. All right, let's see. 8.2, discussion and possible board action regarding entering into negotiations with the Bixby Education Association for the 2024-2025 fiscal year. I make a motion, we approve 8.2.
Second.
Discussion, questions? Okay.
We've already set a date, I think, for our item exchange. Some tentative dates for the final.
I see 3 head nods. All right. All right, so let's take a vote for 8.2. Matt?
Aye.
Amanda?
Aye.
Julie?
Aye.
Chair votes aye. All right, 8.3, discussion possible board action regarding the appointment of a board's negotiation team for the 2024-2025 fiscal year regarding collective bargaining with the Bixby Education Association. I make a motion, we approve 8.3.
Second.
Okay, discussion, questions?
Mrs. Wilson has compiled a.
I have, I go back through the list and try to rotate, take turns before we negotiated, and that's our team this year.
All right, let's vote on 8.3. Matt?
Aye.
Amanda?
Aye.
Julie?
Aye.
Chair votes aye. All right, 8.4, discussion and possible board action to approve any resignations submitted after the agenda was posted. Ms. Wilson?
I believe we have some, don't we?
Yes, we do, actually. Nothing that's gonna surprise you, but they were not added to the agenda in a timely manner, so we have Jamie Milligan and BJ McBride.
You can deny any of those and you choose.
Does anybody want to deny?
BJ McBride is the assistant principal tonight.
Okay.
So those were. And we actually had Jamie's, we just.
You all wanted to do this.
No,
Any questions?
I thought we had it on the list.
I'm sorry, who voted? I was typing. I mean, who, you made the
Matt
motion?
seconded.
You did, okay, thank you.
Any discussion? On 8.4, Matt?
Nay. First one ever.
Okay, there you go. Amanda?
Aye.
Julie?
Aye.
Look at her, she's like,
Chair votes aye. Okay. All right, moving on to executive session. Make a motion, or excuse me, discussion and possible board action to move into executive session to discuss the evaluation of the superintendent and the hiring of a new superintendent, assistant.
Was that a Freudian slip?
Alrighty,
Best
okay.
one yet.
A new assistant superintendent, okay?
Well said.
Okay. Assistant, alright, so I make a motion, we approve 9.1.
Second.
Okay. Any questions, discussion?
But we have
Yeah,
to